The one in the middle is Monique Creber. She's the voice of Apple Bloom. Now we'll go to one over there. Monique Creber, she actually does a lot of the music for My Little Pony. She did the Smile song.
Smile song.
She sang in the Smile song. She instructed the choir for at the gala.
At the gala.
She does lots of music in the background. This gentleman here is Gryph0n.
Yay!
He's noted for his work in video of How to Be a Brony. He's also actually part of the show now and has done, he was one of the background singers for the season 5 song, Welcome, what was it? It was...
I don't know what it's called.
The creepy one.
Very good song. Communism.
And he also sang lead vocals on the latest.
Starlight Clemens song.
Yeah, you sang lead vocals for, what was it? What you remember?
A true.
Yeah,
there we go. A true winter wrap-up, or it's like called the True Friend Winter Wrap-Up mashup. I like that it's a really long name and it's hard to say and write.
True Friend Winter Wrap-Up?
Yeah, winter rash mash. A winter rash.
Let's just sort it out.
So that one. And then some other stuff that hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
So, this panel is basically a quick Q&A panel, but to get it going, we have some general stuff. So, what have you guys all done for My Little Pony, other than what I've said? Anything? Stuff and things?
Okay, well,
Flip the switch.
oh, okay. To be wary that that doesn't continue.
I need to be wary that that doesn't continue.
Shush now.
Okay.
Besides from, Besides from speaking as the voice of Apple, I also sing as the voice of Apple and Sweetie Belle on a lot of the songs. And oftentimes they'll, once the session starts, they'll be like, oh, can you voice like Wonderbolt number 3? And we're like, okay. And you just kind of
No, you're like, now.
Oh my god.
Aroused.
I was not prepared for that
What's
at
a Wonderbolt?
And yeah, so that's what happens a lot. That's basically it.
Basic, as in my
No
brother is
one gets
basic.
it.
No one got it, or
That's the
was this
worst
a really
when
bad
you
joke and everyone was like,
when you mention this, it's just like, people are just like, eh? And we're like, oh.
I said it's a bad joke. That guy back there is going, yeah.
You'll be my affirmation for when I do something stupid. So just always nod. But, yeah, and then I did...
I was going to say some of the stuff you did, actually.
Okay, that way I don't have to...
No, you can go back to sleep. And in case you can't tell, we're all quite jet-lagged. But we did a long journey.
Such locomotion.
Yes, and then we arrived yesterday.
Very
evening.
trained.
But a lot of people don't realize that Gryph0n is multi-talented. So, for example, he did the animations, the Pinkalicious, the what was the most popular one first? Twilighticious. Yeah, and a lot of he's also an artist, so a lot of his drawings, we've been to a lot of conventions where we see people with his artwork tattooed on their bodies now. And some of his drawings, like the Pinky Portal thing, a lot of people don't realize that's his. That's on a lot of T-shirts. That's even been licensed by Hasbro. So he's done a lot of visual art in addition to all his music and voiceover stuff. And then Beat It. That was the first. That was the first collaboration that they did, and that we're releasing that on an album here this evening. So. But you had more to say, right? Okay, so I was just filling in for you.
Yeah, so most of the stuff I've done, is like musical stuff, because there are certain things like voiceover I couldn't do until I was a resident of Canada, and I just got my residency like a couple weeks ago. I was like, yay! And then I left to England. But I've mostly done musical work on My Little Pony, and I've done quite a bit on Littlest Pet Shop. I think that's finally out now, but I don't remember what they were, so I've never actually looked them up.
I'm sorry, I just started laughing because the words microphone cable are printed all along the way. I'm wondering what this is. Microphone cable, microphone cable.
What's it for?
Every
You have to be able to read between the lines. There's nothing there.
I've never seen that before, that's really funny. Oh dear.
Okay, we're all talking about playing so small.
God.
The end?
Sure.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
So, other than My Little Pony, what other shows have you guys done? You said My Little Pet Shop, and I know Michelle.
My Little
Littlest I used to wonder what that show was about, and I still do because I haven't watched it yet.
So, what other stuff have you guys done?
I did the Pac-Man vocals, the vocals for the Pac-Man. Pac is back.
Well, and that was by William Anderson, right?
William Anderson. And have I done other things? Yeah, super noobs and some stuff.
Yeah.
The thing is, a lot of times I don't know because we'll go in to record something and it'll take an hour and then they'll go home and eat a carrot cake and forget about it. That's actually a tradition. I eat an entire carrot cake after I'm recorded.
What's it like?
It's very filling. Oh,
The carrot cake?
the carrot cake?
Yeah.
Carroty. Like, it burns away the guilt because it's like carrots are healthy and good for your vision. I have great vision. I eat a lot of carrot cake. Okay, your turn.
Alright. Good. I don't know. I mean, I've been voice acting since I was 7, 8. I've done a lot of different things, like Martha Speaks and Dinosaur Train and Lucy and Charlie Brown and Wendy and Peter Pan and stuff like that. And then in terms of film and TV, the biggest thing I just did recently was as a series regular. Oh, weird, yeah. I did a CBC series. It was called Strange Empire, and that was really fun. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you also did,
Oh,
Michelle.
there you
You
go.
hand the phone to Mom, but
The
she's
phone?
It's a microphone.
You need to have a label on this
But
that
you
says
hand-
microphone.
you hand the mic to her, and she's subconsciously ready to talk about us and to market us.
It's a cable, but attached to
It's
what?
like, talk about yourself.
Well, I was just going to say that you didn't mention Supernatural
Oh, yeah, what is
and
it?
Eureka and some other great shows you've done. Let's see, what else
Game
have
of
I done?
Star Trek.
I was dinosaur.
A lot of what I've done is singing as well on soundtracks of shows. I've done, besides the MLP work, I have no idea, because they're distracting me.
You did a concert with...
I said she was on Game of Thrones. She's like, yes, I was Dinosaur 51. It's like, out of the 0 dinosaurs on Game
I
of
meant to
Thrones.
say dragon.
Dragon. There's only 3 dragons.
I know.
No, you didn't know
I didn't
that.
know that, but I seen the trailers.
The most challenging work I have right now is managing these two.
For us also.
Oh, yes. It's hard to live with yourself. Yeah.
I got distracted and forgot my next question. Let's take one from the audience. Does anyone out there have a question for these people? You. Don't have to first.
Sorry that this might seem a bit irrelevant, but when this did cake up, what are your favourite desserts?
I love that question.
Who doesn't?
Mine used to be chocolate, and then you know what happened? Anything chocolate I love. I became allergic to chocolate.
Oh, shit.
Isn't that?
Seriously?
I know, please, the violins. So I can't eat chocolate anymore. I get hives everywhere.
If
That's
there's any
what I
indication
said
that
I
the
get
Lord does not like
No, I
you.
don't get high. I get hives.
I'm allergic to chocolate, it makes me high. It's still my favorite dessert for that reason.
Anything with caramel now.
Oh yes,
Okay, I don't know
yes,
chocolate,
caramel.
it's
Yeah, next caramel is gonna be something happen.
I don't know. I really like cookies.
Cookie-
Cookies. And I really like apple crisp too. And you like apple crisp as well. It's not
Anything with
apples.
Just let the expert do that.
yes, I should.
Yeah.
Kind of sweet bell in there a little bit. I really like. Yeah, I love apple stuff, apple things, and I do like carrot cake. I really actually do, and I like zucchini bread. I like
Actually eat a whole carrot cake after each session.
bread. I eat half a carrot cake. Then I take a long nap, and then I eat the other. But no, yeah, zucchini bread. And the thing is, the second I'm asked the question, "What's your favorite dessert?" I could be like dreaming of it and see it floating around in my head, and then when the question, some people left for dead. And then there's a really funny remix where it's like, okay, I don't know. But yeah, so they gave me pills, and that was supposed to sedate me, and then they gave me gas. What I did basically, since I was paying for this, I was like, you guys, I want the video. I want to be loopy. I don't want to go under. I want you to give me the stuff that makes me go crazy. Yeah, I won't be tripped out, you know, because I can't do it legally otherwise. And so he's like, okay, this will make you loopy. The gas will make you even loopier. I'm like, let's do it. Both of them.
Go for it, man.
Yeah, and I don't remember any of it.
But you know what's really funny is
2 hours of footage.
Michelle and I were there, and I don't know if you haven't seen this, you gotta check it out. It's hilarious. But when I came back in the room, if you have seen it, you'll notice that he goes into this interview. It's great. And I actually thought he was aware of what he was saying, and that he was just, you know, messing with me. And so he started asking all these really bizarre questions, and Michelle was recording it, and then after that we left, and we were driving, and we dropped Michelle off at dance, and I realized he was kind of out of it in the car. First of all, he dumped his milkshake over the back seat.
I gave it to him more
that's a
than
little
5
strange.
seconds, and he just dropped it. And I was like, yay! And he was like, oh no.
I said,
Winter is coming or something.
No, after that was a
still
couple
on
minutes
that.
later.
Winter approaches.
When I started filming, he was like, winter approaches.
That's more like it.
I get out of
The first thing he did was, oh no.
So we drop her off, and I get out of the car to clean up the strawberry milkshake all over the back seat. And I turn around, I lean in to like wipe some up, and I turn around, and he's gone. He's gone. I'm like, oh my gosh! And there's a really busy street there, and I was like, where did he go? And
I think he was trying to find the door,
I
right?
think he
Because
was
he wanted
trying
to
to
come
go
say
back in.
hi to me.
Yeah, he was trying to find Michelle.
He's like, I want to go see Michelle and her friends.
And I said no.
I would have liked that. That would have been funny.
But anyway, I found him behind a van.
They had free cakes.
And he's walking around like this with his cell phone. And we found out after he'd actually been tweeting and
No, he'd been filming himself.
He filmed a Snapchat or a Vine or something, and he posted it. And he doesn't remember anything. So then he phoned his mom while we were driving and had her on speakerphone. And you guys were discussing that cars couldn't fly, other than
She said that she was going to they were going to fly to, I asked if they were going to drive to Maryland. She said that they were going to fly to Maryland and then get a car. And I said, Mom, cars can't fly.
unless it's chitty chitty bang.
Anyway, about an hour later he fell asleep, and about 4 hours later he woke up and he didn't remember any of that stuff. So it was really freaky.
Last thing I
actually.
remember is the waiting room,
So-
taking the pills.
Yeah, the waiting room. So if you have a chance to watch it, it's hilarious. He wasn't messing with us, he was actually out of it. And it's kind of scary actually, the stuff he came up with, especially the KGB part. But
I didn't come up with a lot of it.
Alright. You, up there.
Have you guys seen the Dot Rock series, and what did you think of it?
Oh.
What is that?
I have not shown her the It's nothing. Doesn't exist.
Okay.
We watched all the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty
Or
good.
oh, too many cooks, too many cooks.
Too many cooks, too many cooks. Oh yeah, we watched Too Many Cooks many times.
Who's seen that? Anyone? Nobody?
it.
Oh my god.
Okay, you guys all have to watch Too Many Cooks now.
It's terrifying.
horrible. She doesn't like it. Even better
it's
reason
so,
to watch
you
it.
just have to appreciate it. It's just so strange.
It is halfway through
That's the
you wonder if you're dreaming.
She's just sitting for like a minute. It's so strange.
Yeah, no one else knows what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
yeah.
The question was .mov and we're like, Too Many Cooks. But I have, and what did I think of them? I thought they were clever. I thought they were horrible. I thought they were them. They exist. They for sure do.
Alright, next question. You.
What's your favorite character?
Khaleesi. Specifically My Little Pony.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I really like Pinkie Pie just because you guys should see Andrea in session. She's always extraordinarily prepared and just blots out these massive paragraphs that take up like half of each page and it's flawless. And it's like and she's very clever, and she also adds things. Tabitha does that a lot too. She also adds little things in the script that they keep in. That's the great thing about a pre-production instead of post-animation, because you have the freedom to not follow the rules of what your character's mouth is already saying. Does that make sense? Probably, unless you understand what pre-
So about prelay is when
versus-
you record the lines first
and
and
then
then
the
animate to
animation.
your voice.
Yeah, or
And
then post is
dubbing
when the
is-
animation already exists, and you just have to
you have
be
to match it.
picky and like, you know, you have to do exactly like this, and it's not as fun. But it's, yeah.
One of my favorite characters to actually see somebody voice is when Tabitha's voicing Granny. I love the way her face goes when she does it. But of course I like Apple Bloom. I always like to say that because it embarrasses her. But the other and one of the things I really loved watching was the session when she was 10. She sang "Hush Now, Quiet Now," the Sweetie Belle song, and just seeing her, if you remember that song, it's like a ripping gospel thing, and it was cool to actually watch her record that when she was so little, and
They
then
got me like a
we had no
robe
idea
and
the
a
show would be
candle
so
and
popular back then. The what?
I said they got me a robe and a candle and everything.
Anyway, those are some of my favorites.
Alright,
Hello.
next
Hello.
question.
But I didn't answer yet.
Oh, sorry.
Interrupting.
You said I didn't know.
I didn't say that. I said Khaleesi. Oh, you're right. I did answer. Never mind. I said it was stupid. I like. I think I'm a Rainbow Dash guy personally.
Yay!
She's cocky and all that, but she's cool, so I like her.
Alright. You.
I like trains.
That's
Good.
Next question. You.
I was just wondering how much input do you have yourself for sort of your own characters, and if you do, sort of where do you see Apple Bloom going?
Well, we don't have the liberty to write any of the scripts. What I mean, like, we change certain things, I mean, like, just adding a tiny little phrase or changing a word at most. But we have the liberty to change how our character's emotion is portrayed, I guess. We can choose to interpret it as more of an angry sentence or an upset sentence, like that kind of thing. That's as far as we can take it, really. Because good writers make it obvious how you should recite the line, you know? And that's the thing, the writers on My Little Pony are really good, and they've already come up with such a dynamic script that you really don't have to do much with it to make it interesting. And so, we don't really have any choice of where the characters are going. But if I could say where Apple's going, I don't know.
Mary Ponyville.
Because I already know,
and I can't say, so if I start explaining, I'm worried that I'm actually going to say what it is, and so I'm just going to shut up now before I say it.
One thing that I have thought, that I think I see, is that, yeah, you will interpret your character's lines in a certain way. You'll give emotion and stuff like that. And then the writers will watch the show and they'll see how it was interpreted, and that will inspire them to write more like the character you portray. And it's actually a give and take.
It's a cycle.
I think it feels like, I think Tabitha had massive influence on Rarity. I think that she kind of became that character, or you know what I mean, because it's a lot. She made it very much like herself. And so the writers now do that. The writers give it that slight Tabitha twist.
Yeah, the character of Rarity was not like that when it started.
Yeah, she was quite shallow, and she's made her quite a deep character.
Yeah,
I think. Rarity, Tabitha has.
Alright, you.
What is it you find the most fun about like what each of you does?
Oh, I don't
After
know.
when it's done.
We do a lot of different things. So what do you mean? Just like life in general?
Or
Thinking
probably
more
work.
like what you-
Oh, work. Okay.
Sorry, what did you
What do you
say?
know?
I was just thinking more like what you do for the show, like what's
Okay,
the
what
fun
do
part.
we do for MLB? Okay. Probably just coming to conventions and getting to meet all you guys. It's a blast. And I've been doing it for a long time now, and I'm still loving it. I've not gotten tired of it at all, and I don't think I ever will. So yeah, I think this is my probably something like 24th convention.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I really.
Oh my gosh, like so unbelievable.
Wow. Convention.
I definitely just put my tongue on the.
But yes, I completely agree with that. Like recording and stuff is fun, but it's, you know,
It's more fun when you have reward and you have people that support you.
Yeah, so when I say
awesome.
when I say afterward, like it's fun to record and to hear the product when it's, because you don't hear it when you record. You don't even really remember. Like I said, after the carrot cake, you don't remember anything. But later, like a year down the line when it's done, you get to actually hear it, and you get to read what people say about it, and you get to come to conventions and have people talk to you about it. That's my favorite part of any of the stuff that I do, not just on the show, but any of the work that I do. I'm always looking for, it's a means to the end, which is getting it out there and then hearing feedback on it and stuff like that. That is the best. It feels the best. So coming to conventions, I think, is my favorite part of everything. That's why a lot of voiceover artists who aren't on My Little Pony and who don't get convinced for their shows are super jealous of the VAs on My Little Pony.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, yeah.
If Apple Balloon was to have her own Twitter mic theme song, like the Ghostbusters, how would it go?
Okay.
No! Daniel!
Tweet it.
I recognize your hat from Twitter.
Tweet it! Oh yeah, listen to that one. Just tweet it. Oh, that's for this person too.
No one wants to fight the Twitter mic. Twitter mic eating apples all day.
We'll come back to that one.
See, this is the kind of thing that we can't do when we're tired.
We're tired of
We'd be
being all
full
over the place.
instruments with them.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that when
That just hurt my
have
hand.
some sleep. Next question. You.
What do you think of the CMC's dynamic with Silver Spoon and Diamond Tiara?
I say they be sassy.
Ah, juicy.
And I say, no, okay, because we got a real friendship going on, and you two be worrying about what you wearing on your head, what you wearing on your wrist. So, girl, you just go back to where you didn't come from. So, apparently now the CMCs are African.
And we know a princess as well.
Next one. Yes, you.
The Bronish rep that you've complete. The Bronish rep that you've done. How long did they take? What was your favourite part? And would you do another one again?
I definitely do another one again.
No, you won't. That's up to me.
You've done two now.
I'm kidding.
I've done two, yeah.
She's done two now, but one of them.
And actually, that's funny. That's coincidental because I was just doing the same voice that we did.
Nikisha Abigail Saffron.
Oh, girl. Do it a little Willie.
A lot of people didn't know that was us.
Yeah.
But his question. His question
No,
was.
I would definitely do another one. I said that. I would definitely do another one. What about you? You would. Of course you would.
Yeah, British one.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you know how like in the show it makes it clear that Scootaloo's special talent is the scooter and Sweetabelle's special talent is singing, and recently Apple Bloom is meant to be potion making, but why can't the CMC recognise this for themselves?
I don't really know. There, you know, a lot of levels, they're all there, and then sometimes I feel like, dude, it's right in front of you. Like, don't you see? I know, exactly. It does happen in real life. No, I'm not. It's smart that they do that because it shows that they're naive, and that's why they're like fools. But it's like, aw, so sweet. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Like, there was one episode where they all did different things than what they should have been doing, and everyone else noticed, and they were the only ones that didn't. And it's like, yeah, Scootaloo should have been done good at the dancing, and then Apple Bloom should have done the building, the sets for the play, and she ended up doing the
costumes.
No, the dancing, wasn't it?
Yeah, she did.
Oh yeah, she did
the
dancing. Yeah.
And so that was another thing that she was really good at. So Apple was kind of crafty in a way, and potion making draws into that somehow. So yeah.
She's good with it. Physically good. Because she's an earthquake.
Exactly.
And of course, they can't resolve it too soon because
no, for sure.
That quest is a big
Yeah.
part of what the characters are about.
Once they resolve it, they get booted from the show. So
You gotta draw it out.
They're aware. They're like, let's just pretend we don't know what our special talents are. Maybe we'll get a longer show.
All right. Yes. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hey.
As you do the voice of Apple Bloom and the sing voice, and also sing voice of Sweetabelle, do their voices come naturally to you, or over the season does it start becoming a strain?
Well, I mean, Maddie and Claire and I started the show when we were 10, 9-ish, and
Maddie was a bit older.
Well, Maddie's always been a bit older.
Oh.
Really?
She started younger than us, and then she aged faster.
It was a growth spurt.
Oh! Sorry,
Oh, really? Oh, we're ready to jump down here.
Tandem.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
And then our brain circle.
Okay. Well, over the years, it becomes a little bit more difficult because obviously my voice is a lot lower than it used to be. I mean, I was probably talking about like up here. This is probably where I was in my vocal range, and now I'm just like, of course. But now my voice is now I'm all about that bass.
No apples? Did you just say that? But the characters can age.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing is that it would be unrealistic for them to not grow up. I mean, even in their lives, they are growing like they're finding their true talent and the maturity and everything. So it's been fine that our voices have gone a little lower. But that's one of the things. I mean, it's always natural, but now I kind of when I do her voice, wait, Gabe, you explain what I do because you notice it when I.
Oh, your Apple Bloom voice?
Yeah.
Well, she'll. You could just do it.
She'll like stand up on her
I
tiptoes,
don't really
and she'll
know.
look down to the right, and she'll point her chin down. She'll go, what?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it used to just be easy for her to do like this, now she's like,
The sound comes out, but it's a different look.
That's strange.
I like that.
No, I just kind of draw attention to the fact that you said all about that bass, no apples. But you said it really quietly. You're like, yeah, that was. Another question?
Yes, you.
Black Gryph0n, you've mentioned, like, well, I think you made this a joke on Brony's Rack that you said about you're obviously dating Twilight. I'm just going to say, do you think anyone else has taken advantage of that, like it would be an animation or something? Do you think?
Oh, well, it's you and Flash Century that's been shipped.
Don't mention Flash Century. Do not mention Flash Century.
It became a
Flash is still stealing people's wipers.
crazy, man. He's a user. But no, yeah. So yeah, the whole Twilight thing. Like the whole reason I did that in the first Bronies React with the skydiving and the climbing Mount Fuji. The Bronies React, the character I guess that I play, is meant to kind of stereotype and poke fun at ourselves, you know. And I saw a lot of people just getting so mad about Flash Century, so I wanted to personify that. Me and Saberspark, me and Steven kind of have the same sense of humor, the, you know, make fun of yourself type thing. Yeah. So that was why I did that, and everyone, it really took off. People, you know, a lot of people started shipping us. There's so much fan art. I got fan art yesterday of our cult. But yeah, that's right. But wow, I just blanked. What were we talking about? Oh yeah. But at MLPMSP, someone somehow, I think it was AC Race Fest.
In the middle of the concert.
Shipped me and Flash Century. Said, oh, the reason that you're doing. That you're so jealous of Twilight because you're jealous of Flash Century or something like that. And there was circulated prints of Flash Century and Black Gryph0n art the next day. I signed like 50 of them.
In the middle of that, the people were drawing. Prints, yeah, but people were drawing things
during
in
the panel
minutes.
and holding them up. But no, there was actually prints, like professional prints circulating the con.
Yeah,
the next day, so, and then Vincent Tong saw one of them, the voice of Flash Century, and was like, oh, how did they find out, Gabe? How did they find out? He's not helping anything. But yeah, I don't know, there might be a, we'll see what the writers do if they're crazy enough.
Yes,
you seem to get up some fun stuff on your videos. What's your favourite thing to do in your downtime?
Oh,
so
many things. So many things.
Oh, we needed to make a sequel so desperately and just have never had the time to do it because it's really hard to up shooting a whole bunch of guns at stuffed pandas. And you know, if you want the sequel to be successful, you gotta do more. Transformers, I mean, they had the budget and they just, you know, by the last they were riding mechanical dinosaurs while explosions just constantly. Every footstep was an explosion. But we don't have that budget. Downtime stuff.
We just do everything.
We built
quads, we built forts.
We made a huge fort. It was it's huge.
Massive. Okay, it's about, what would you say? Like from
it's so big that when they told me they added a floor,
like
I thought
right here.
Story. Yeah, she's pacing out the size of the thing. It's about the size of the stage and twice as long.
And then so like here to like there, it's massive.
It's very, very large.
Still called for cheeseburger?
Then what she said, yes, still for cheeseburger. It's double cheeseburger now.
If he jumps really high, he can't touch the ceiling.
Yeah, the ceiling is too high for me to touch. And,
how did we even build it?
I don't know, and why? But okay, so most of the stuff you see in the video is just when we decide to film the stuff that we always do. So it's a pretty good window. But then that requires editing, which is boring. So we don't film as much when we're really active and really busy.
Yeah.
But recently we've been building quadcopters, and that started out. My brother bought me a DJI Phantom, and I got some awesome footage of that, and I loved it. And so I started buying more and more different, small quads because I liked the speed of them, and I realized there was nothing on the market that was as fast as what I wanted, so I designed and built my own. And then she really liked that, so then she built her own, and now we both have them. And they're super fast. She's a great pilot. She learns very quickly. I continue to underestimate her, and that's saying something, because she learns too quickly. I'm really good at Halo. She can beat me.
He's really good at it.
And she's been playing for 2 days. I feel very inferior. Reinforcements. But I can do the voice better.
Alright. You.
What was your first experience with fandom? Like, how did you
no idea where that came from. Where is your face?
Where is your face?
the first convention I went to was Everfree Northwest about, wow, 3 years ago?
2012.
2012. Wow. End of the world. Yeah, right? Everyone, even though everyone knew it was fake, we're all kind of like,
It's like, it's fake.
okay, we're good, we're good.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That was good.
And that was, wow, okay, so 2012, that was really fun, and it was so eye-opening.
That wasn't the first experience, though.
No, I'm saying the first convention. Okay. I was getting into it, okay? Calm down your butt, alright?
Why are you whispering, Gabe? Why are you whispering?
Alright. Okay. And so the first letter I got, the first thing that was like, what exists out in the world today, was from this fan named Tim Gropter, who I still call my first fan. And he was like, I'm a huge fan of the show. And I was like, oh, like 8-year-old girl? What? 22-year-old man?
No, he was a teenager.
Yeah, no, but still, it was just like, oh, okay. And, you know, my family and I are not judgmental people at all, so we were definitely, I'd say, quite open-minded, especially compared to some other people. And, yeah, it was an adventure figuring out why there was a fandom for a show that we all thought was for children, but it all makes sense now, and it's a fantastic phenomenon. And yeah, that was definitely the first, like, what is this?
What is this world?
We're kind of pioneers in opening a lot of the other shows as eyes to the Brony community, because from the outside, you know, I think a lot of people, the first thing that they do is misunderstand. They don't understand. Like, why would you make this? And you really only have to go to one convention and talk to a few people to have your eyes open. In fact, a guy from Playboy magazine came to BabsCon.
Seriously?
And wanted to write, a scathing article about how ridiculous we were. And
that was his plan.
That was his plan. That was his plan the whole time, and he loved it. And he felt like a jerk for going to that. You should read that article. It's
a good piece.
I actually won a T-shirt because I read the full article on Playboy and it said I read it for the articles. I was like, ah! So that's cool. I read an article on Playboy instead of what most people go there for. But anyway, that's beside the point.
It seriously was a good article.
I really good article. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It only really takes going to one convention and talking to people to realize, okay, to kind of get what the appeal is. But you guys are some of the first to do that. That was my point in the show staff, and a lot of people, because of your research or because of you going there, opened their eyes to that as well.
Yeah, I think for us, well, Michelle is the youngest regular cast member on MLP, and so, and as I mentioned, she was the youngest regular cast member.
great.
Yeah, especially in the first year there was not even secondary characters that were younger. But so she was 10 when she started. I think she was 9 when she auditioned, 10 when she started the first season, and then when she was 11, one day. Somebody at one of the sessions, one of the producers mentioned that there was an unexpected fandom springing up about the show, and they mentioned a little bit about it. But it wasn't really that. I just kind of heard that in the background. But then I was searching for something on YouTube, and I happened to come across a video. I can't even remember how I came across it. It was really a fluke, but I came across a video that someone had uploaded of Hush Now, Quiet Now. And I recognized the title of the song, and I thought, oh, wait, what is this? So I played it, and I was, oh, that's Michelle. What the heck? So I started, and I looked at it, and it had 500,000 views, which was shocking to me. I just couldn't believe that there was a video that she was singing on that had 500,000 views. So I started reading hundreds and hundreds of comments, and then what I kept thinking to myself was, who are these people? Because this is not, they were well written, you know, clearly who had ever written them. Well, I mean, I don't know if you've ever spent any time on YouTube, but a lot of comments are not very well written.
These guys? No.
I'm just kidding. I know. No, they really were well written, and they were also clearly not written by children either. Just the general vocabulary. they were just confusing to me because I realized right away that they seemed to be written by older people, and so I remember saying to my husband, like, what? Where is this coming from? So I really started looking into it more, and there were a few major publications then who had written articles, and then I checked into it more and more. So I did a ton of research. I started going into forums, I started going into everything so that I could really understand what was going on. And frankly, at the beginning, I started to do it out of concern of having a young child on the show. And then the more research that I did, the more I became settled that, you know, sure, I could find fringe stuff that I wasn't keen about, but there was the main core of the fandom I was actually quite impressed with. And then Everfree Network contacted me about doing an interview with her, and that kind of really kicked the ball rolling too in terms of really connecting with the fandom and getting to know people in the fandom, and then the first convention happened. And even before that, though, we were invited to a season finale thing in Vancouver with the local group there, and Daniel Ingram was going, so I thought, okay, well, we know Daniel well, we'll brave it. But at the time I thought, should I be taking my child to this? Like, really, what is this? I don't know what it says. It's at the library, it can't be that bad, so. Wait, that season finale.
Oh, yeah!
Anyway, so, but then after the first major convention, then we realized, no, this is great, and we've been doing it ever since. And a lot of the, as Gabe said, a lot of the staff on the show said that the reason they started going to conventions is because of the research that I did. So it was worth it, and everybody's quite keen on it now. There you go. I forget what the first.
So they're heroes.
Yay! No, that's not it. I'm just saying.
Equestria was made.
Alright, so we have about 5 minutes, so let's do some more. You?
Michelle, what do you prefer doing? The voice of Apple Bloom or singing for Sweetie Belle?
Apple Bloom.
Yeah.
Apple Bloom.
Well, I do Apple Bloom a lot more, so I have a bias towards her.
Oh, sorry. Yes, next question.
I need to ask. Does the underside of the table say table, 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 table?
Question about the show, man.
Yes, you.
It says gullible, actually.
Idiot.
Alright, you go ahead.
Do you ever slip into like the voice of Apple Bloom by accident when you speak and after you've been doing it so long? Like, do you ever just accidentally slip into it when you're talking to yourself or something else?
Well, the thing is that in our family we just talk in accents all the time. And,
which is probably where you got the Apple Bloom.
yeah, which is probably where I got that from. And not really. I mean, it's kind of, that voice kind of has this like reserved spot for when I need it. Yeah, it's not one that I really slip into a lot. I don't know. It's strange.
You more than you realize.
Okay, well.
A few times you'll catch yourself, but you'll be like, like a couple weeks ago, you were somewhere and I heard you go. You said something, you went, ah, you went, that's a cute voice. Ah, no, it sounds too much like Apple. Because she's always trying to think of new, voices to do. And,
yeah.
All right.
There's someone right here in the front.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's done. You.
When you're on your off stage, do you constantly try and one-up each other to break into spontaneous rap battles?
Yes. Everything is a competition. Somehow we're still friends.
No, it's a shame. Imagine what we could do if we teamworked it.
Well, yeah, when I always say that it's we actually do work as a team most of the time, but little things like when we're playing board games, we so there's a game called Blockist. Does anyone know what that is? Okay, yeah. So it's
I beat you.
Yeah, you did. Very rare. It's actually true.
I wasn't even hiding any pieces in my hand.
I know, right? So we finished the game, we played a couple rounds, and somehow, 20 minutes later, we changed the game to who can sort the 4 colors of pieces into separate piles the fastest.
It's when we were putting it away, and then an hour later we're still going. true though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Michelle, as Apple Bloom, please say, but I want it now.
Oh, there we go. Go on.
Alright, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Speaking of competitions earlier, any chance you two will be entering a dance competition later on today?
Oh.
I'll have to check your schedule to see if we could.
A dance competition?
Where is that?
Well, maybe we can include that in the concert.
Is that a thing? Alright.
Wait, is there a dance competition here?
There is like one today, but
Yeah.
as you two are jet lagged, I thought, you know.
I guess it depends on what, how everything else is shaping up.
Depends on who we can pay off to
Possibly.
What time is that, if it can be moved up? Oh, we'll look at the schedule.
Schedule.
We'll figure it out. Schedule, darling. Schedule. Yes.
Are we going to see Christoph and Sloth again?
Oh, yes.
Chicken Madness is tomorrow.
Cool.
Yes. Christoph will always live on.
If you guys like
But my hair got shorter.
I've seen the pumpkin one.
the pumpkin one.
Yeah.
I'm still seeing pumpkin off the walls.
And egg.
And
egg.
But
Pumpkin
I
egg.
cut off like a foot off my hair. It used to be a lot longer.
How did you get a foot on your hair?
But now my bun is all screwed up. Like I had this perfect formula for how to make a schloff bun, and now it's just all awry, and it's just very sad.
Do the introduction of Christoph and Sloth.
Oh, the introduction. I don't know if you guys have seen Christoph and Schlaf, but you should. If you want, watch them on her YouTube channel, and then maybe we'll do a live one tomorrow. At
We'll do the
Madness.
intro right now.
Okay. What? All right.
What is our
panel?
Okay.
Hello. Welcome to Christoph. Hang on. And then we go to Crazy Six, where I do something, and then she does something and scares the schnitzel out of me.
Oh, easy there. Easy. Easy.
So I believe that concludes the Meet the Show Staff panel.
Oh! Sleuth.
Christoph Schlaf. Surgery.
Get that knife out and say, buy some apples.
We take cash to credit.
So, right directly after this, there will be an autograph session somewhere. Conference room 5. So.
And then they're back for another one.
And then there's another panel after that, called You're Open the Door, which is a very interesting panel about how to actually break into showbiz. So we will see you guys then. Oh yeah, in case the concert's also tonight at 7 in this room.
Yeah.